Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to Imperator Rome as Carthage. We are in the middle of the war to try and take the rest of Sicily, uh, and it's going, not bad. We have taken out most of the land, we're going to end up taking up the rest of it. It's not entirely a fair fight. I mean, Carthage begins relatively strong. Our main disadvantage is that we're super spread out, so if anyone ever does bad things to our fleet, we're in trouble. But these people aren't in a position to do bad things to our fleet, so let's unpause and get to defeating them. We do have an election underway, which is interesting, to determine who our new leader is. Currently, the Democrats, which is our current party, is in the lead, and I don't see a particular need to try and switch to the other. They all come up with their bonuses. The Democrats give natural citizen output bonus, traditionalists omen power, and this party that I still haven't looked up how to pronounce the name of, nobleman happiness. So if we stay Democrats, that would be great. The interesting thing with this is we're never going to have to stress too much about our leaders. I was going to say our leaders, and then I got a garbage leader, so maybe I should pay more attention. Oh, they won. I thought the Democrats were going to win because they had more support, but it was a close game. And the Olarks, I shouldn't have tried to say it. Regardless, they now have more. I don't know when that ticked over. Wow, and they have a lot of the seats too. Look at this. Like, the entire left side of the Senate is under their control, which is going to make it significantly easier to get things done. That is a true benefit of this. The Democrats have like no seats in the Senate. Actually, what is it I saw? Oh, election date. Support of the Senate. Cool. We can take a new omen. So since now that I know that this gives us aggressive expansion by default, which maybe we should build shrines to this person at some point because we don't have any, and you get bonuses from the shrines. The manpower recovery might be good because we have full manpower, so never mind. We're going to take the commerce income then. Plus 10 to that income, improve our trade basically, will be really good. We're going to have to remember we're a trading empire and commerce is going to be very powerful for a lot of our port cities. So we're going to have to remember to build things that improve that rather than taxes, which is what we did a lot of as Egypt. We focused in on the taxes. Oh, they're attacking our fleet, but that's not a big deal. Here's our army. We only have the one army. Again, slightly less powerful than I would have expected Carthage to be. But I guess that makes sense. Like, Rome isn't unstoppable at the beginning. They're set up to be hard to stop, but they're not unstoppable. We need a new advisor. What do we want to grab? Here's a lovely 26-year-old with amazing skill and plenty of years to get good charisma, to get better at the job. And I don't see a need to make any other family happy, so we will do that. Wouldn't be bad to do what I did in the other game, which is double up so you have a grateful, important family, but we'll get there. We will get there. I might just let our vassals do the work now. Or my fleet's here. Can I skip by, begin sieging the next one? Thank you. So we'll just use my fleet to skip over, attack their army while it has low morale, and then start sieging down the next fort. So are we going to lose this? How are we losing this? Guys. Hey, you better win. That's absurd. Apparently their troops are really good. We still won, but I feel like we lost way more troops than I expected from that. We do have a disloyal character. He was the old ruler, so he's a little grumpy because he lost his position, and we've had disagreements apparently. That's fine. You be grumpy. One person being grumpy isn't going to be a big deal. He doesn't push us over. He doesn't have enough power to push us over our threshold to cause trouble. So that's fine. So let's speed up. Oh, we're taking more ships out. Basically, as we conquer the places, the cities, the ships are being forced out of port, and then our fleet is destroying them. Bring this fleet over here because, and over there. They were here blockading, but now that these cities are taken, there's nothing to blockade, so we'll come blockade the last. Actually, are we not at war with these people? We're not. I thought we were, but we're not. So let's recombine our fleet, actually. Or maybe we'll keep it separate. Let's keep it separate and build up 2 fleets, because let's be frank, we're going to want 2 fleets, and we don't want one admiral to have all the power. It will make him a little crabby, let's say. Unintegrated culture happiness, that would be useful. We don't have tons of people from different disciplines, but that is going to be a reoccurring thing. Benefits of power. The fated Orcurns dominate the Senate, basically, and now move to bring a motion that will see public lands granted to the most notable members of the nobility. These are much deserved rewards. They gain approval. We gain a bunch of loyalty. Each head of family will receive a holding and 10 loyalty. These longs belong to the people, lose popularity. I use my veto, which causes a huge amount of disapproval. We'll grant the holdings. He'll be fine. It's funny, it's been a very long time since I played a Senate in this game, and it's going to make me pay more attention to loyalty stuff, which is probably good. I've not done that before. We have received an envoy sent by blah, ruler of our subject. He offers our ruler his personal friendship. Sure. I probably want to integrate your nation, so sure. We'll go with sure. I can start integration. Lovely. Let's do it. Do you wish to fully integrate them? They will no longer be another nation on the map, but instead ruled directly by you. Yep. We've been winning battles while I'm not paying attention. We basically sieged up everything. So let's pause. We're going to do this. We're going to grab the uncultured happiness, which will be good. Again, as Carthage, we're going to care a lot more about keeping our tech up to date because Rome is going to do really good with tech. And Rome is eventually going to be a problem for us. Already would be if we went to war. I mean, I think we could win against them, but it wouldn't be an easy war. But this will help us grab a bunch of land. So how much can we just grab? We can grab everything for only 12 aggressive expansion, which is great. So let's do that. And we'll expand them. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to... They deserve no quotas. Oh, they've changed how these work. Interesting. Okay, that's good, because this decision didn't... what's the word? Didn't really matter. I basically always chose the same one, this one, for the aggressive expansion. And keeping them didn't mean much. But the cultural happiness penalty is interesting. So... we now have our enemies deserve no quarter. We put everyone to the death. We gain popularity with our people. People of their culture lose 10% happiness for 60 months, which is a pretty long time. Or we banish those of clash and put the rest to the sword. We lose aggressive expansion. This was always my favorite before. Cultural happiness is only -5, still for 60 months. Imprison the leaders and let the rest disappear. We lose a little popularity. We still get the cultural happiness penalty, but we'll get a bunch of prisoners, which is interesting. They have changed these options. or we pass judgment on them one by one, which would give us new important family members for a penalty. I'm going to still put them to the sword. Okay, interesting. And then for this one, the putting them to the sword doesn't have the cultural penalty, which we'll do again. And we'll do a third time because there's no penalty. And then there's a fourth one, which does. Maybe we'll integrate some of the people. It's not bad. We'll put those ones to the sword. Just one of them will integrate a little bit. So, okay, different party members. I kind of am thinking that we want the Democrats in charge eventually because I like their bonus. What was it? Plus 12 national citizen output, which is pretty good. That said, the national noble happiness is pretty good as well. Does that bonus the loyalty here? No, it doesn't. So yeah, we'll grab this guy and his 3 sub-members, and we're going to have the rest crucified. And we'll gain the mobs of Carthage love and spectacle. They've changed some of the wording on this too. I'm really liking this update. The mobs of Carthage love a spectacle, and your ruler will be awarded 1.25 popularity. There's a little touch to give you a why it has that effect. That's a really nice addition. A mission task can be completed. That makes sense. We took that place. So we get that. Oh, in defense, could we have done a peaceful option? I didn't even see that. I just went straight for the aggressive option. Yep, there was a peaceful route. Oh, oops. Oh well. Okay, since we own that place, we gain bonus to migration, pop conversion, and pop assimilation, which is lovely. Now, what do we need to do for the rest of our missions here? So improve settlements. We need a city. Oh, those 3 need to be cities. One of them is not. It's that one, right? Yeah. So we need to turn this one into a city, which means 200 gold. And that's fine. We'll get there. And then we got to up our popularity, which will be fine. And then what do we need for this? The rest of this province. We need to own. Okay, interesting. We need the governor to be of Hellenic religion or the Ceotiate culture. Because it's a local governor instead of ours. Interesting. That makes sense. Okay, first war over. Not a bad start. We definitely need to do some conversion to their culture because it's not. And we definitely need to take the rest of this land, which I think we have a war goal in this race. Who are their allies? They're allied with those 2. So they would basically right off the bat let us clean up the rest of this island, which is exactly what I want. I want this island. So let us do this. We're going to move our fleet over here. Because we're going to siege these both. We'll accept the trade. The Hellenic Malak. Malquart. We have recently received an influx of believers from Hyperion visit our city, and it's apparently part of the belief about the demigod and his travels. Many have started seeing the similarities between the Hellenic demigod and our own. Malquart? Looking into this line of dialogue might help us better understand our neighbors. He's just like him, gain approval, and a bunch of them move into our land, or blasphemy, gain stability. We don't need stability, so we'll take the happiness. That'll be good. Have these guys wander over, up the speed a little bit. Our aggressive expansion is only... Oh, hey, they show war exhaustion now. Unless I'm blind and that was there before. I feel like war exhaustion wasn't on this menu. That would be nice. Tribal proposition. Our neighbor Tribal neighbor has started investing a lot of their treasury into opening up the border between our two nations. Hopefully this will prove beneficial for us as well. We gain a little money, opinion, and tax. Ah, okay, yeah. No, that's fine. Eventually I'm gonna want, this peninsula, but probably a long way away on my to-do list. For now, let's keep bullying these little nations. Because we want the rest of your land. Just kind of how it is. Can we catch them? Nope. And the float's going to stop us chasing, right? Oh, but our ships there will let us duck around. Gorgeous. Yes. Yes to trade. Good lord. Everyone. Just trying to dock around to... There we go. We're going to catch them. Catch some of them at any rate. It'll be good. And let's see if we can dive in and help our allies. Who we're going to win anyway. Wow, having vassals is so nice. I know I talked about that in my last video series, but I didn't actually set aside any vassals, I don't think. Or any vassals of any worth. Granted, we're going to turn around and integrate most of these because I want, land for me. Maybe we'll vassalize Rome one day. Should that be our goal? Not just take Rome's land, but we're going to vassalize them. Add insult to injury there. Alright, let's speed up. This war isn't going to be much of anything. They have a little island. Well, that's nice. It'll be my little island soon. Okay, those sieges done. Let's come take down this one. Let our vassals clean everything up. And we'll siege this down. Then we'll come get you. Don't you worry, that island's going to be mine. Absolutely nothing you can do about it. How's the Senate going? Boy, these people are loved. There's a little part of me like, can we keep pushing this? Can we keep pushing this up and declare a dictatorship and not have to deal with the Senate as soon as possible? That would be nice. Ooh, the train is to the benefit. Probably because I'm attacking via strait. But let's be frank. The troop difference is going to make that a massacre. And then we're going to take that. Lovely. Wow, I don't know why the previous ruler had so much trouble taking this island. Not that difficult. 6 aggressive expansion, that's fine. We only have 11. What are we going to do with these people? Yeah, put to the sword. Put to the sword. Do we want the penalty? Not really. We'll pass judgment. He'll be fine. Who's really good? None of them are amazing. We'll take you and kill the rat. Oh, lose that cultural happiness still. Interesting. Okay, you know what? We'll take them all. Some minor characters that will help out. Province loyalty bonus because we took it all. And we get the wine and grain because we... Oops, I unpaused when I meant to pause. Yes, pirates. Blah, blah. Any territory producing either wine or grain in Sicily will be given the modifier Punic agriculture until end of game, giving the following effect. Slaves needed for local surplus, -2. Lovely. What a good bonus. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We need to just complete this one. This would be nice, but we don't need to worry about it to finish this tree. The Free Navy would be super nice, though. Interesting. But more importantly, we need to do this. We need to turn that into a city. We need to make them loyal, and then we just complete the mission tree. And we can grab a mission tree for conquering another one. So let's come here, and let's build this into a city. Because we're going to need to do that. we're also missing a trade route now. What do we want? Food is no longer an issue. I clearly overdid compensating for that. Oh wait, no, I never did anything about that because I was gonna build another trade route here, but then I used up my political influence. Okay. Regardless, what do we want? I might grab more iron for the bonus to heavy infantry. What is our army right now mostly comprised of? It's kind of a medium mix of everything. But if we're going to be dealing with Rome, we're probably going to need heavy infantry. So let's grab... Oh, can't. No one will give us iron. Again, I love that you can see the money value right here. Like papyrus worth 0.45 gold. It's gorgeous. Glass 0.4. Maybe we'll just take the papyrus for pure money. I mean, the civic test investment would help. Our nobles already love us, so more of that would be good. What about glass? Citizen happiness. Country civilization level. You know what? Let's grab the glass. That'll be good. And then I think reading the entries on behalf of the pious. Oh, wow, my brain just stopped reading that mid-sentence. Has come to us indicating that the priests and holy ones involved in tending to the faithful are finding the long hours of observance particularly taxing. He proposes that in return for the support of the senators he can sway, we initiate a policy of shortening working hours for the priests. Do we want to stay in charge with this guy? He's very mediocre. I guess it wouldn't hurt. We lose tech investment, though. We can compensate them with money we don't have. Or we lose opinion of the traditionalists. I don't want to lose the tech investment. I want to keep our tech going well. What was I thinking here? I'm actually kind of curious. Do we have a minor character of the right culture? We should, because we didn't. I don't think we killed them all. Hope we didn't kill them all. Somewhere. Where? Oh, actually, no, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was looking at the he is a Carthaginian minor character, but of course they're all going to be those because they're all my minor characters. What I actually should be looking at is culture. Which, silly me. What do we want? So this guy, he's not terrible, and he's completely disloyal, though. Can we find someone not completely disloyal? Of the right culture. This guy, not completely disloyal, giving him home country in ruins. Yeah, that makes sense. She's not bad. We can probably correct a bunch of these things, and that will give us the bonus. So let's do that. We get our local governor, and we can get our free new ships, which is going to be lovely. So we'll start that building. And finally, I think we want to do, what do we got going? Happiness and output. I'm tempted to force them into cultural assimilation. What is the assimilation rate? 0.2. Penalty because dominant culture is not integrated culture. Dominant religion is not state religion. Interesting. And conversion is slow too. I am tempted to switch that over, and that might be worth it. But while I think on that, let's call this episode here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.